Alright, this is a Zerg versus Zerg on the map Delta Quadrant. My opponent is carlosthefat at the bottom left in red. And here's me, GomJabbar, at the top right in blue. I was playing random in this game, so I announced that I'm Zerg because, you know, I like to be nice to my opponents. Not really, it just, it helps me to get better at different matchups, because, you know, if I don't announce my race, then my opponent has to change his build up because I'm playing random and he doesn't know what I am. And I'd rather just play every matchup as standard. So I always tell my opponent which race I am. And so far nothing too out of the ordinary. We're both scouting. He is taking a strange scouting path, not down this middle, because on Delta Quadrant there's a straight beeline to the opponent along this middle watchtower, and the expansions are very, very vulnerable here. I mean, there's a small, well, pretty big choke point right here, but you know, it's a straight line to the opponent's natural. So here I am about to put down an expansion on 14. My opponent has cut drones and is already making a spawning pool, and I saw that. Now, 11 or whatever he put it down on is a little fast for a pool. I mean, I wouldn't put one down before 13 or 14, so it was kind of my mistake that I didn't really recognize that he put down a really fast pool. But we're going to disregard that for right now, because he's about to do some really cool stuff. He has his drone in my base. You know, I think, okay, he's just scouting, whatever. And I put down my pool on 14. My expansion is up. And now he's just kind of hiding his drone up here, you know, whatever. That's totally normal. And I'm scouting with my overlords. He is scouting with his overlords. And here comes my extractor. Yep, that's... all my timings are pretty decent. My hatchery is about to finish, and look at this! Spinecrawler. I've never seen this before anywhere. This is really cool to me. And I tell him this, I've never saw that before. So, yeah, you can put down a spinecrawler as soon as the spawning pool is finished, and you have to put it down on creep. And, you know, against Terran or Protoss, Zerg can't do this because there's no creep on the other guy's base. You can put down... yeah, I'm transferring all my drones down here because I don't want any of them dying. You can put down the spinecrawler on creep that your overlord generates once you get lair up. But, you know, that doesn't last very long. Alright, so already one of my overlords died. Pay no attention to that. So I'm sending in the spinecrawler. I'm sending my Zerglings to take out this spinecrawler as quickly as possible. I don't want my extractor to die this quickly. I know they're pretty cheap, but still, you know. But I am going to lose that extractor. And just think if I hadn't expanded. If I hadn't expanded, I would be in so much trouble right now. I don't even believe it. So I'm just really lucky that I fast expanded there before I got that hatchery. And finally, my queen is going to barely hold it off with 37 hit points left. And now I can go ahead and transfer some of these probes back up. So that was a very interesting move by my opponent, who is once again carlosthefat. I want to give him credit for this move. I don't know if he saw it somewhere else, but I've never seen it anywhere, and I've been, you know, I tend to stay up on all these crazy new strats that people are coming up with. So, you know, after this play, I'm just gonna go ahead and keep playing normally, and my economy is definitely a lot better already. I have, yeah, about 700 income, and he has only 600, so I'm certainly ahead. He already has a roach warren, and he has double gas, so he's going to be going pretty heavy roach and probably fast teching. I have not actually watched this replay yet, so I don't know what my opponent did in the early game after this. I'm getting my own Roarn as well. And back here he's getting a very quick Spire, which is, you know, pretty normal. And I'm just going to scout out with these Zerglings, try and do what I can against his hatch, but, you know, he has a good defenses. He has quite enough Zerglings to hold this off. So, no problem at all for him. And at this point, I see he has a force, and my army just got killed because the Zerglings were all that I had, so I'm freaking out a little bit. I'm going to make some more Zerglings here, I think, in just a minute. I make some spinecrawlers also, because I'm worried about him immediately attacking me. And he's forgot his rally points here a little bit, but that's okay. Meanwhile, I have control over the watchtower. I know if anything's coming. I'm getting more queens. Getting supply blocked as well. That's right, my main strategy right now in Zerg vs. Zerg is to do the Zelniq mass queen build. And you might know this from Day 9's show, where he showed it off a few months ago, I guess. And yeah, so the whole strategy is, in case you don't know, keep making queens and make roaches. And that's it. You don't even need to get lair. I should probably get an Evo chamber, but I didn't, and it doesn't matter. All you have to worry about really is not getting supply blocked, which I do numerous times in this game, by the way. So I'm kind of spamming overlords a lot. Keeping money down is hard with this build, I've found. You have to make more hatcheries in your bases to sustain constant queen production. So here I am making more queens, constantly making them. Now, it annoys me a little bit that you can't rally queens. They just pop up and they don't move. But anyway, here we go. A key part of this build also, if you want to push your queens across the map to your opponent, they're really, really slow off of creep. So you need to aggressively expand the creep. Now, if I got lair, the overlords could help with that, but I do not. And my opponent is just getting mutas and otherwise powering, which is pretty good. Destroying these destructible rocks in just a minute, which is very, very smart. I do not do that. I probably could have, up here. Easy for me to just take these roaches and destroy this, but I did not do that. He's not focusing his mutas too much here, but oh well. There he goes, starting to peck away at those rocks. Meanwhile, he just does not have very much. He's, what's he doing? Making more mutas, that's pretty much it. He's going mass mutas. And if I were going, Ling, Baneling, or whatever the standard ZvZ is, that'd probably be pretty good. Against roaches. If I weren't going for the mass queen build, I probably would have just tech straight to Hydras, and that probably would have creamed him also, but Now here I'm really low on gas. These guys are not mining gas. I took all my guys off of gas because I had so many minerals. That does not make sense when I say it, and it didn't make sense when I did it, but I'm just telling you what happened. So, yeah, I'm expanding down here just because I need more hatcheries. I really need more hatcheries. I'm up to 800. Not making a queen there. There's my queen. And, yeah, I'm pushing out here, making creep tumors, spending some of my money on Zerglings, but, I'm trying to get out there. Here he goes with his hatchery at the gold expansion. Very good decision. But you can see my food is already very high, just because each of those queens, they're each 2 food, which is a lot. It adds up very quickly. When you're making constant roaches and constant queens, that really skyrockets your food. So he is going to move with these mutalisks, and he is going to encounter something quite unusual. Here we go. I lose one queen there, and I lose that queen. Uh-oh. So, Transfuse that queen. Transfuse. Let's turn off these health bars. So I lost that queen. And transfusing that one. So whenever he is, targeting a queen, you just transfuse it. And you keep it alive. And you win. Look at that. He has 2 mutas left. And I have all of this. I still have 113 food. He has 72. That was a huge drop in food. And this muta is almost dead already. So he's going to engage again, and that's gonna die. So now he is probably freaking the heck out. He's quite a bit high on money too, but So yeah, he's getting more mutas. But really, what can he do at this point? Maybe spam Zerglings, but again, with Transfuse, this Queen Roach force is so powerful. Now I want to once again note that I did not come up with this build at all. I copied it straight from Zelniq as shown on the Day 9 Daily. So all credit goes to them. Day 9 for popularizing it and Zelniq for doing it. I assume he came up with it. If not, please correct me. So anyway, I'm just pushing my creep across the map, doing a very, very slow push, and just making more queens. And you see how high my money is getting. It's kind of absurd, but I was building more hatcheries. There's a hatch. I should be coming up with another one soon. And there's just not that, I don't know, I need to figure out a way to spend my money better in this situation. So anyway, my opponent is still making mutas. Oh well, he doesn't really realize that isn't working too well for him, but what else can he do in this situation? He only has the Spire and the Roach Warren. He just doesn't have much else. So I'm slowly pushing up with my creep. Now move up, lay another creep tumor. So yeah, at this point I'm close enough to his creep that I'm just going to move in. I don't really care anymore. And I have 156 over 160. He has 75 over 118. And all these roaches provide such a strong ground force that, yeah, these queens are just going to be, deadly against any air force also. Because queens do 9 damage with range 7 to air, which is pretty incredible. Especially when you have this many queens. And you have, what is that, 9 queens. So yeah, I'm just going to transfuse. I have health bars on when I play. And you just select all your queens and hit T and keep transfusing the ones that get focused down, and he really can't kill you. It's pretty incredible. I'm doing a very bad mistake of splitting up my forces here, but I needed to take out that gold. And now that it's gone, I'm going to move back and consolidate everything. So I want to go back and note, just as I do my cleanup here, that I have a bazillion roaches and all these queens. I really like his idea of rushing with a spinecrawler at the beginning. That caught me completely by surprise. And I feel like that's something we're going to see more of if it turns out that it works. I'm not entirely sure if, you can always just get out Zerglings and not really lose anything. But I feel like there's a lot to be explored with that type of spinecrawler rush. So, yeah, here's me just winning. No big deal. I hope you enjoyed, and hope you play around with this spinecrawler rush. Thanks for watching. Bye.